Hey, Father Taylor, and it's time for that weird Thursday eBlast. I'm still getting used to it myself. So thanks coming up this weekend. First of all, to remember, you are welcome to come to church an hour early, but remember, it's daylight savings time kicking in. So don't forget to deal with your clocks. I think you're falling back, I believe this is what we do. So just remember, it's daylight savings time coming up for Sunday. All that being said, is we have our service on at 8 o'clock, and immediately followed by our 9:15 service, immediately following right into our breakfast alpha, which has been great. If you haven't been, you've been away, you just couldn't come before, come. The food's great, the people are great, and just like it happens really quick. We move pretty quickly with those things. So anyway, so breakfast alpha immediately following. You can come to the 8 o'clock church and then come back at 10:30, because that's when we fire up breakfast alpha. So daylight savings, breakfast alpha. Also coming up is we are now in our stewardship season. And this is that season where once a year, really what it's an opportunity to do is to think about all that God has blessed you with. I love that line from St. Ignatius where he said, you can imagine God's blessing coming to us like the rays of the sun, continually showering down upon us. Jesus is the one who was rich, who made himself poor, that we might be rich. And so it's a time where we get to be thankful. At the 8 o'clock service, when the offering comes forward, we often say, all things come of thee, O Lord, and of thine own have we given thee. It's right out of scripture, and it's a great concept that all we have has come from God. Like, where were you born? You had nothing to do with being born to that family in that situation with the gifts you have. Everything we have really has come from God. And so giving is our way of giving back. And so that's an annual thing. Part of the structure that comes up for us is that it's time to give. I take a look at what was I giving last year, and can I give more this year? I have an interview with Kara Marshall, which is also going to be part of this eBlast. She had a great point that it's really for her, and I'd say for me too, it was learning to give every year during pledge season, where that opened me up to later to giving to other things beyond church. So it's a great holy habit for us to be a part of. So anyway, so we're in that part of the season. November 20th is our in-gathering of our pledge cards. We really want you to be there, and we want to do it as a church together. And so we're going to have just one service on November 20th. It will be at 9:15, so there's no 8 o'clock on November 20th. So we're going to come, we're going to celebrate, we're going to be a community that is giving back to the Lord, and then we'll go upstairs and celebrate the fact that we're just a community as a gift from God. So that's what we have coming up. Also on November 20th, I'll just remind you that that is our community-wide interfaith service. Interfaith meaning all the faith communities of Simsbury are going to be participating. And that's at 4 o'clock. We do need a little help. So if you'd like to help out with that, please call the office. So that's coming up 4 o'clock. So we have the folks from the Congregational Church. We have one of the two rabbis from the Farmington Valley Jewish congregation. We've got folks from the Methodist Church. I mean, they're all coming. So you get to kind of sample and see who else is out there. And to be the host, you get to welcome people who are coming to Trinity Church probably for the first time. So that's also on November 20th. So on days like today, where it's absolutely beautiful, I encourage you to get outside and to just remind us that God has made known his love to us first in creation. And so we get to celebrate that. So coming up Sunday, daylight savings, 8, 9:15, breakfast alpha. Also Sunday afternoon, the women's group will be getting together, take a look to see where they're gathering in the written text. And the men's guys, the guys also getting together. If you don't know what that's about, it's nothing heavy, although we just share our lives. We get together and just kind of great discussions. I think the last time we got together, the women and guys a couple of weeks ago were both at the Talcott Mountain Collective. So it was a beautiful day. So anyway, hope to see you. Be aware of God's presence all around you and find ways to be a steward of God's story. So thanks for now.